I'll tell you where that comes from, and I have certainly been very afraid that I am not the real deal. And to me, in my core values, which is where I start with myself and my clients, there is nothing more important than that. There is nothing more important than being authentic and transparent. So that said,
I agree.
when you feel like an imposter, it's two things. I think it's something without and something within. The something without is your ego going like, your ego, you need your ego. We don't want to die the ego. The ego is a thing that spurs you on to your greatness, never congratulating you when you get there, right? So your ego's going, sure, because the ego's afraid that if you get too light and too was ascended, then what's going to happen is it's going to have to die. So it's like a moth to flame. It's going to try to
Right.
keep you away from that, right? The other thing is most of the time, okay, let's rephrase that. All of the time you think you're an imposter, it's not your voice, it's not your truth, it's someone you know. Or it's voices, and this is part of the process. We are not making mommy and daddy bad or wrong, or grandma or aunt, the teacher, whomever. We are not making them wrong. All we're saying is that they gifted you with their insecurities. They gifted you with their
Right.
issues, you know? And so are you going to listen, or are you going to listen to the truth? And again, let's go back to an hour ago. If something makes you feel bad, it's not the truth. It's not the God within you, the divine within you, the inner wisdom, whatever word you use to describe the essence of who you are. It's not that voice. That voice is there to help you be in service, not to make you feel bad. And so for me, when I feel like, I'm full of crap, like at some point they're going to come on stage I'm in front of thousands of people, and they're going to take a hook and drag me off the stage. Um, I know that it's not my core self. I know that it's a part of me that's just afraid. So you have to ask yourself, am I being an imposter? Am I trying to fake everybody out? Or is that some form of resistance inside my mind so that I don't go out and make a big difference and have an impact? And I can tell you, you can overcome it. And if you're focused on your heart and your intuition and your life purpose, your path, that voice is going to get smaller and smaller. It's just going to diminish. It's just going to diminish. And what you're going to feel instead of fear is like anticipatory excitement that you get to be in contribution, right? And I want you to
That's
be
true.
aware that nervousness, anxiety, imposter-like feelings physiologically feel very much like excitement. Elevated heartbeat, clammy, sweaty nervousness. So you can stop and ask your intuition. Am I being on purpose? Am I being centered? Or am I, full of baloney?